Okay, Boyd and Sarah, we're here today for Premier Equestrian Pro Tips, and we want to start off by just doing some flat work to begin with. And before we start to ride each day, it's really important to try and get a good idea and understanding of what you're trying to do with your horse, right? And so rather than just going out and riding every day, it's good to have a really good plan and idea and goals of what you're trying to do with your horse. And we want to try and relate that from our flat work to our jumping as well. So we don't just sort of do our flat work and then change tracks and jump, right? We try to keep it the same for our horse all the way through. And keeping in mind that horses are a creature of habit, right? So the best way to teach your horse is to do the same and repeat it over and over again, right? Your horse doesn't learn by sort of just doing it once or reprimanding him or whatever. You have to just constantly keep repeating the same exercises so it becomes very normal and easy for him, right? And we should always have in our mind that become a better rider and to have your horse better trained, right, you want them correct. So you want your horse to be classically trained and us to become really, to have good classic basics in our riding, right? And that sounds all very complicated, but it's not. And what we're talking about is having our horse from our inside leg to our outside rein, right? So if we're going around to the left, the horse, our inside leg is on the girth, the outside leg slightly behind the girth, into our outside rein, right? Going to the right, it's the opposite way. So it's right leg to your left rein and slightly bent around your leg, right? Even if you're going straight, right? So you're going straight down the center line in our dressage test. Your horse should be still slightly around your inside leg to your outside rein, right? And the other important thing that we need to do with our horses is get them adjustable from our leg, right? So the first thing for the greenest horse is you put your leg on and they learn to go forward, right? As our training gets more and more, we teach the horse to be able to steady up and collect from our leg, right? So that we can grip and squeeze and they come under and slow down and get more powerful in their stride, right? So we're trying to get our horses forward and back from our leg and from our inside leg to our outside rein. And really our position will change a little bit when we jump, but we want to keep that the same when we jump as well. So just to start them off, we'll start with some small exercises on the flat that are good to go over every day with your horse and to get them in these right habits and to get trained correctly. So let's start on our left. We'll have a sort of imaginary small dressage arena. So start on the left rein in walk. So our first goal is to get them going from our leg, nice and forward in walk. Thinking about them being from our left leg now into our outside rein. And when you get a little bit further down, Sarah, you can turn. And our first exercise is going to be coming down the center line, and you can leg yield from your left leg to your right rein away from your left leg. So your first exercise, it's good, and a little bit more quarter. So he's a little bit straighter in his body, so his neck doesn't and shoulder doesn't move over quite as much. That's better. Good, Boyd. So you still want your reins going, your hand going forward to the mouth, and you can come up the center line again, Sarah. So we still want the horse taking the bit forward and move from your left leg. Straighter in the neck. That's it. Good. And so they understand that they go forward and step across. Good. Very good. Remember, it's all about getting the horses into the right habit, right? So let's come down the center line, Sarah, and we're going to move from your right leg this time. So now you'll be right leg into your left rein, and he just moves gently over and across. That's very nice. Good. That's good, Boyd. So your horse understands. He still takes a bit forward as he moves over. Very good. One more time off the right, Sarah. So we'll come down the center line all the time, thinking about being correct, where our right leg is, into that left rein. It's excellent, good. Just simple little exercises so your horse understands what to do from our leg. Okay, and let's come down the center line this time, Sarah, and you're going to have him slightly bent around your right leg, but you're going to stay on the track, so he's going to be in a shoulder in down the center line. So it's still right leg to left rein, inside leg to the outside rein, that's good. And you're coming down in a shoulder in, not quite so much angle. Good, so make sure he's into your outside rein, Boyd. Very good, very good. And then you'll turn right, Sarah. That's it. Good. Let's do a small circle here, Sarah, and we'll come down the center line again in right shoulder in. So you just come around here and down the center line in right shoulder in. It's good. So we'll go again in right shoulder in, and then when you've got that connected, I want you to straighten and go left shoulder in. All right. It's very good. So you're going to go right shoulder in there, very good. Make sure he doesn't move away from your leg, he stays on the center line. Good, now straighten him, Sarah, and go left shoulder in. Good, and then you'll turn left. Good, Boyd. Yep. And then you'll straighten him, make him right straight, and then left shoulder in. And then turn left, Sarah. Good. And then do a circle up there, Sarah. And you'll come down in left shoulder in. So we're just getting our horses into the habit of making sure that before we turn, they're correct and into the outside rein. Good. Okay, so left shoulder in, into the outside rein. Very good. Same with you, Boyd. Left shoulder in. Very good. Now straighten. And then right shoulder in, and then you will turn right. Good, and then right shoulder in. And so let's make sure that before you turn your horse ever, that he's prepared like that, right? So that he doesn't fall in with his shoulder, that he's nice and connected, right? Let's go rising trot around our arena. And let's try all this in trot. So we'll go down the center line. From your right leg, you're going to leg yield. All right, so you can come right around and down the center line in a leg yield from your right leg. So everything we've done in walk, we'll just do it now in trot, keeping the hands going to his mouth. Push him over. Yeah, he's leading too much with his shoulder, Sarah. Push him over, Boyd. That's it. Good. Down the center line again. So keep him a bit straighter in his neck and make him cross behind, Sarah. Cross him behind, straighter in the neck. That's better. That's better. Good. Good. Make him cross over behind, Boyd. That's it. Very good. And one more time. Push him over out. Doesn't matter if he canters, right? All we do is repeat that exercise again. Good. Good. Okay, and then down the center line, and let's move him from our left leg. Here we go. Very good. Very good. Yep, good. Not quite so much neck bend there, Boyd. Down the center line again. From your left leg. Yep, Boyd. Trying to keep him soft as you do that. Good, and then you'll turn right. Good. Do a circle here, Sarah, and let's come down the center line and right shoulder in. Good. And that's it. Now right shoulder in. So just going over these habits of inside leg to the outside rein. So it's going to be right leg to your left rein. Make sure he stays on the track, and let's get a little bit more angle, Sarah. He's moving away from your right leg. He should stay on that track better. Good, Boyd. Circle there, and let's come down the center line again. So make sure he's properly connected into that outside rein, Sarah. Good. There we go. There we go. Into that outside rein. Very good. Good boy. Good. Okay, and then circle here again, Sarah. Let's come on a right circle. So if you're prepared for your right shoulder in, you should always turn right, right? So go back on the other rein. Come down the center line in right shoulder in, straighten left shoulder in. That's it. Yes, good. And straighten. And left shoulder in. There we go. Good boy. Straighten. Left shoulder in. Very good. Now the other, let's go around our arena. The other part of our basics that we need to get is the forward and back, right? So let's now teach our horse to lengthen his stride. So let's push them out on a bigger trot. Bigger trot. Big trot. So he understands that you can push him forward. Yes. Bigger trot, Sarah. That's it. Good. There we go. Good. Very good. Okay, and now from our leg, let's push them slower. So we still have that inside connection. All right, so they're still softly bent to the inside into our outside rein, and let's slow them right down. Right down. Slower, Sarah. Slower. To really get them to improve, we've got to take it to the next level a little bit more. Slower, Sarah. Slower, Boyd. Slower. Slower. So we're trotting on the spot, right? And the horse understands. Our leg is still there. Good. Slower, Sarah. Yes, that's okay. Now you repeat it. Slow. Good. So if they break to walk, you say, no, that's not what I want. Slower, Sarah. Good. Yes. So they learn to sit there in a collected trot from our leg to our hand. Good. Still from inside leg to the outside rein. And then forward again. So big forward trot. Yes. Now collect again. Good. Collect. Let's try and get it a bit quicker now. Like a little faster to react. Good. And forward again. Yes. And collect again. Yes. This is good. Very good. Very good. Okay. And now let's go into a sitting trot, and we'll go left lead canter. Here we go. Good. Just a little bit more canter, Sarah. Still with our inside leg to the outside rein. So we still softly have them bent around our leg. Good. And let's see if we can adjust our canter. So let's take a bigger forward canter. Inside leg still to the left rein. Very good. Very good. And then collect our canter. And then come down the center line, Sarah. In that a slight shoulder in. Not a lot, just enough to really let our horse know that even in canter he's still into that outside rein. That's very nice. So he's into that outside rein, Boyd. That's very nice. Good. Yes, good. Very good. And now with a little bit of leg yielding, let's go to trot. So you'll softly leg yield them out to that outside rein and trot. Very good. And rising trot. Down the center line, left shoulder in, straighten, right shoulder in, turn right. Good. Not too fast, Sarah. That's it. So every time we turn, change direction, we prepare our horse, right? Very good. Good. Good, very good. Okay, now collect our trot. Softly collect. Yeah, remember the collecting is coming from our leg. Good, sitting trot. Right lead canter. Good. Now one exercise we can do as well is let's go into a 2-point position, but we're going to still stay connected to that outside rein. So our horse understands, right, that our seat now is our lower leg a bit more. And we still softly bend around our leg. right? So nothing changes just because we're not sitting in the saddle, right? Our horse is the same. So we can go to the jump and he's still around our inside leg. Good, very good. Now take him forward on a bigger stride. It's very good. And then collect and come back into the saddle. Very good. And then back into trot and collected trot. So your horse is going to sit and wait on a soft contact. Remember, collection is not about using more hand. That's very good. And walk and give them both a big pat. That's very good. So now that's sort of simple exercises that we could do every day on our horse to get them so that they're properly understanding our training. Right? Okay, why don't we shorten our stirrups and we can start to jump.